So if you see my cat's tail wagging, it's because he's currently perched near my camera and is watching birds pass by my window. So if you see his tail, I'm really sorry, but at the same time, you're also being graced by his really annoying but kind of cute tail. So I guess we're gonna have to suck it up. But hey you guys, it's Teresa and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the LGBTQIA plus books that I really need to read. But anyways, these books are pretty popular, so it's an okay list. It's a good list that I need to get into, and I should have gotten into them a long time ago. But you know me and please be careful with your tail and your head. Please be very careful. I know you see the bug outside, but he's not going to come in. It's okay. There's his tail. Nico, I love you, but the camera does not need your tail there. Nico, I'm gonna need you to put your tail down. Anyway, it's not a huge list, but it's, because I had to narrow it down. But it's also a list that I think I really need to get into, because I need to get more into seeing how the community is portrayed in novels and see how that works. So I'm not going to be talking about the actual synopsis of the book rather than why I want to read it and why I think I should have been reading them a lot earlier. There's like a little annoying ant bug thing on my table. It's kind of getting on my nerves. But without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. The first book on this list is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. Now, if you guys don't know, this also has a sequel, which is, I forget which one it was, but I know it involves pirates, which I'm loving this weird like pirate theme that's been going on with some of these books these past couple times. Like, yes, give me all the pirates. I want the swashbuckling handsome man or the swashbuckling gorgeous girl swinging around a sword and running up and down a mast. I need to learn like pirate ship terminology, but it's fine. But I want to read this book because it not only deals with like Victorian age London with homosexuality and everything, but also deals with an interracial couple. So I really want to see how that like plays out, because you know, Victorian age London probably isn't the best place for homosexuality, and on top of that, interracial homosexuality. So hopefully it lives up to everyone's hype, because everyone has been speaking nothing but good about it. So I'm really excited to buy it, one, because I have none of these books, and get into it. The next book on this list is one that I didn't know had LGBT rep, but now I'm really excited for, because it sounds super interesting, and I'm so down for teenager spies. And that is Love Interest by Cale Dietrich. Now, like I said before, I didn't know this involved the community in whatsoever. I just saw the like old-fashioned spy cover, which would be somewhere here-ish. And I was like, this looks really interesting, so I wanted to read it. And while I was doing my research for this book, because no one had bothered to give me a synopsis about it, so I really had no clue what this book was about. But while I was doing my research for this video, I found out that this was actually part of the community, or like had members of the community like in the book, if that makes sense. And basically, I am all for weird love triangles that shouldn't be a love triangle, but somehow magically the two boys that are trying to get the girl to fall in love with one of them are too busy being in love with each other to do their job. So you can see why I'm really excited for this book. It sounds like it's going to be hilarious and angsty, and like I said, it's like what would happen if you made This Is War with Tom Hardy, Reese Witherspoon, and Chris Pine, but made it gay. So I'm not complaining. But anyway, the next book on this list is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. Now, I have read Adam Silvera's History's All You Left Me, and that book left me wrecked. Like, so wrecked, but it was also so cute, and I really didn't know I needed a gay love square until I read about a gay love square. So, but I want to read this book not only for Adam Silvera, because he's an Own Voices author, but also for the fact that it's just heartbreaking. I mean, who doesn't want to read about two kids who find out when they're going to die and then fall in love at the same day and then die? Like, you're not spoiled by anything. You know they're going to die. It's going to be heartbreaking, but you know. So I'm excited to get my hands on this book. I think this is also a book that just came out on paperback. So you know me, my paperbacks, I love them because they're significantly cheaper than their hardcover copies, even though I love the hardcover. But I just feel a little more easier like carrying them around. The next book on this list is Autobiography by Christina Lauren. Now, everyone has been saying really cute things about this book, and I really want to read it. And I don't know why I didn't pick it up when I got the chance. I think I didn't hear much about it, but now I'm hearing nothing but good about the book. And I really, really, really want to get into it. Because it's about a boy who writes about his life and how he's gay. And it just sounds so angsty, but so cute. And I'm really bad at picking up LGBT and I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. And that's mainly because LGBT stories aren't really prevalent in the genre that I read for YA, which is mainly fantasy. So I don't look at contemporary reads often, and when I do, it's very rarely. So I'm sitting here just kind of annoyed that they don't make those. But they're starting to change very slowly. The next book on this list is Our Own Private Universe by Robin Talley. Now, I don't know too much about this. I just know it's a girl-on-girl romance, which I'm very excited for because I feel like a lot of LGBT works tend to be boy-on-boy. I don't want to say gay because someone's gonna be pansexual, someone might be bi, all those things. So I'm not gonna try and guesstimate on these things. The first one that I read featured a girl-on-girl romance was Keeping You a Secret, which I did not enjoy. So I'll be leaving my thoughts, my tea talk up in the cards above. And I did not enjoy that at all. So I think that having a book about girls falling in love with girls and that's been taken really well by everyone would be a good thing for me to read, because so far I have not found one that I have thoroughly enjoyed, which is very upsetting. The next book on this list is Girl Made of Snow and Glass by Melissa Bashardust. But essentially, I don't know if you guys have heard about this because it's one of those books that seem popular but I think has fallen through the cracks a little bit. It's a Snow White retelling. It's a gay Snow White retelling. So I was just complaining previously about how there hasn't been a lot of fantasy worlds with LGBT characters in it, and if they are, they're normally pushed to the side or not made a big deal of, which I think is kind of a waste of a fantasy world, if you get what I'm saying here. Mainly because with fantasy you make your own rules, so you can literally make a fantasy world where the community has been accepted and that's not a problem. But somehow they still want to continue with the old fantasy ideals that it's not accepted. And it's just not fun to read. Even in a fantasy world, I want a place where they've been accepted. And that's not a problem. And it's not a point of contention for the plot. The next one on my list is The Inevitable Victorian Thing by E.K. Johnson. Now, I haven't heard too much about this book. I just know that it's in Victorian London, which I don't know why I seem to have a fascination with Victorian London. I think it's because I am still on the Infernal Devices kick, and just, it was so painful to reread that, you guys. You have no idea. But, all I knew is it's in Victorian London, and there's gay. It's gay. I don't know what else you want me to ask. Which I think, even though it's YA, I think it's good to have books like these, just because so many people these days want to throw it out there as a new thing. So, which it isn't. In Greek mythology and even Greek history, homosexuality has been a thing. Same with recent. It's just been recently that it's not been okay to openly talk about. So I think it's important that we're having YA novels that are yeah, people were gay back then too, homies. I don't know what you want me to say. So I'm excited to read it. I think I heard Haley in Bookland talk about this book shortly. I don't remember if she ever read it and liked it. I'll have to double check. But it just seems like an interesting book to read to me. I don't know too much about it, so I'm not going to try and figure it out. But I'm excited to pick it up, or find it and then pick it up and read it. So hopefully I'll end up liking the rest of this book as well as everyone else who has read it and has enjoyed it. This is another book that I don't know too much about. Like I said, I don't read a lot of contemporary. I need to expand on my contemporary. I'm working on it. But so far I prefer reading high fantasy, magic realism, all that stuff. I don't contemporary and I rarely get along. But this is one that I haven't heard about because, you know, don't read it. And that is People Like Us by Dana M. Neal. Yeah, I'm excited to read it because, you know, it's gay. I haven't heard too much about it, so I'm going to just quickly do a Goodreads search. Oh! So it looks like it's essentially gay version of Mean Girls with boarding school. Now I'm even more excited to read it because it's from a boarding school with all girls. So get that girl on girl action there in a very great way. The next book on this list is one that I'm very excited is out. I need to pick it up because it just came out, but I'm just so happy that Audrey Coulthurst is getting so much recognition because she is one of the few LGBT, like our own voices writers, who is writing in the fantasy realm, because I don't see that very often and it's very upsetting to read about. And that is Ink Mistress by Audrey Coulthurst. Now this is a prequel to her original novel, and I'm very excited because it was just announced there's gonna be a sequel to the second book, I believe, to A Fire and Stars. So I'm like super stoked for that, and if Audrey Coulthurst somehow stumbles upon my videos, I would really like an arc, like really badly. But I'm really excited because, like I said, this deals with kind of my main issue with not being able to read so many LGBT centered books, is because they don't make enough in the fantasy realm. It's always in the contemporary realm, and I never get enough of these, which makes me really upset because I'm never looking in the contemporary area of things ever. So to have it in the fantasy realm and have her book become such a big part of everyone's TBRs and whatnot, I'm just excited to pick it up. That, and it also involves demigods and predicting the history with your blood and everything, so I'm stoked. So somehow my camera cut off at exactly 20 minutes and didn't tell me until I found out while I'm about to start editing this video, which is kind of upsetting. And I think for my longer videos, I'm gonna have to make a note to set a timer on my phone that my camera is about to cut off at 20 minutes. But that is it for this list. I cut off a book, and I don't remember what I said about the book or the research that I did about the book, so I'm not gonna re-include it. But other than that, I hit like if you guys like more videos. I'm gonna have one more LGBT themed video that's gonna come out next week, just to kind of wrap up this entire month. And yeah, so look out for that. But if you like more videos like this, please hit like and comment below, because I would love to hear your thoughts on this. If you have read any of these books, leave your thoughts, but don't give me spoilers because I have not read any of these books. Just give me a recommendation whether or not you would recommend it to me down below as well. Other than that, I try to upload videos every Saturday and Wednesday unless something happens and I can't, in which case you'll probably get 2 videos on either Saturday or Wednesday. Yeah, but hit subscribe so you don't miss a video, and I will see you guys on Saturday. Bye.